friends, and welcome back to another reading vlog. I actually just finished reading this book. This is not the book which this vlog is about. I just wanted to put it out there that I finished reading this one today. I still have feelings. I'm a bit sad. I feel a bit hurt. Mainly because I didn't want this book to end. That's the main reason for why I'm sad. Last couple of chapters were just beautiful. They were great. There were some moments in there that really hit home, you know. I'm not sure if I will be able to let this go for a while. I love these characters so much. There's one thing in this book, and if you know, you know, that's completely unnecessary and just lazy and no need for it at all. I'm not going to spoil it, but I understand what the author was going for, but she went for it in a completely useless and lazy and bad way, if you ask me. There was no need at all for that thing to happen. No need. Let's just ignore that. Following that, I adore this book. So gorgeous as well, just look at it. Pick my favorite moments in the book and tab them while reading. I think I'm gonna be a mess for a while because I finished this story. The things I've tabbed in Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom are just mainly quotes and moments I enjoy or that made me feel something. As you see, it's one color. The reason why there's two different blues is because I ran out of the darker blue, and so then I used the lighter blue. They all have the same meaning. So perhaps if I were to make a video where I basically just explain my favorite parts and read them to you. I don't know, I've never seen that done before. Maybe because it's a bad idea. I might do that. Editing Charlotte here. I later realized that Read with Cindy, she has basically done those types of videos for the Six of Crows series. But yeah, might still do them. If I'm missing a wing, this book is the reason why. Since I'm in a sad mood and I'm already a wreck and a mess, I'm about to start The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I just feel like this one will ruin me as well. It's going to hurt. It's definitely going to hurt. I have no idea what to expect. Planning on starting this one tonight. But currently I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to approach this one. So I have these tabs. I bought a Flying Tiger, I believe. As you can see, they're quite thin compared to like the regular size tabs, which is great. And also there's plenty of them. So if you're not making notes on your tabs, they really don't need to be that wide. Because I want to tab this one. I'm sure there will be beautiful quotes and things like that. I'm just not sure if I will keep it to one color like I did with this one, or if I should do multiple colors with different meanings. I'm trying to figure that one out, but I'm so excited. This copy I got from the science fiction bookstore in Stockholm. So it has these blue stained pages and the tree. To be honest, at first I was more interested in the US version of this book, the one with like the stars and constellations, but in the end I wanted to go for the one that was the most available to me in Sweden, and probably the one that was cheapest. So my plan was to buy the paperback of the UK version, but then I went to the bookstore and I saw this one, this hardcover, and I bought this one instead of the paperback, and I'm so happy about it. And it's so much more beautiful in real life than I thought it would be. But I'm scared. I'm scared to start this one. Hi friends, I wanted to do a quick update about the books I'm currently reading. As you know, I finished Crooked Kingdom the other day. I loved it. I still think about it. I watched Read with Cindy's recaps of both Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and they made me so emotional as well. So I highly recommend if you haven't watched them. Before I start talking about Addie LaRue, I wanted to mention that I today started reading The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I wanted to mention this one because I actually finished Ready Player One, which I read for when I was out and about. So like my bus book, as I call it. Finished Ready Player One. It was pretty darn great. I gave it 4.5 stars. And today I started the Poppy War because I needed a new like paperback, smaller, well it's quite thick but size-wise smaller book for when I'm on the bus and that I can easily bring with me. So I started this one. I'm 61 pages in. Love it so far. It's good. It's so good. It's giving me a bit of Morim School vibes. Did you ever watch that K-drama, Morim School? It featured Lee Hyun-woo and Lee Hong-bin. Although it's not my favorite drama, but it had the magical school where the students were taught martial arts. And it's kinda the same vibe with this one. It's great so far. I'm so happy with this one. I'm reading a bunch of great books. I've been so blessed. So far I have 2 5-star reads this month. Considering that I'm reading this one and Addie Larue, which I'll talk about soon, that number might increase. But let's get to the real business, shall we? The Invisible Life of Addie Larue. I'm not that far in actually. I'm on page 66. I only read this when I'm at home or before going to bed. And these last few days I've been so tired before going to bed, so I haven't really been reading before bed, simply. Where should I begin with this one? I don't have that many thoughts yet, I would say. The thing you don't realize from just reading the plot is that yes, we know that no one will ever remember her, but you don't quite realize to what extent that actually is. Meaning that she can never leave her mark on this world or in the world she lives in, which makes it so that nothing is constant for her. She don't really own anything, she doesn't really have anywhere to live, she can't have a normal job, because imagine if she went to work every day, people would never know why she was there. She can't have relationships, because they would wake up in the morning and be like, who's that strange woman in my bed? I don't believe she has an apartment or anything like that. There's no need for her to buy anything, because she can just walk right into a shop, pick something up and leave, and no one will even have the time to call the police or something, because the moment she leaves they will simply forget that there was anyone there stealing to begin with. So there's a lot of things like that that you don't quite consider at first. So far in the book we're just getting to know her. We have learned her story, how she ended up with this deal with the devil, I guess. We know that. Yeah, it's great so far, but I really wish to get into it even more. As I said, I haven't been reading that much for the last few nights. Once again, continuing with my streak, reading amazing books. October is so kind to me, honestly. The reason why I picked up the Poppy War, I decided to read whatever the heck I want in October, and this is fulfilling my goal of starting an adult fantasy series. The reason I chose this particular book out of my options is because my friend told me so. I texted one of my friends and asked her what books should I pick up next. Should it be one of my library books? Should it be a non-fiction? Should it be a fantasy? And she basically replied, you know which one I'm going to say, because she was with me in the bookstore when I bought this one. We went to the bookshop in Stockholm and I told her I have 100 Swedish crowns, let me pick a book for that amount. So we walked around, pulled out a few options. This was one of them. She picked this one. Since then she's been wanting me to read it. Great choice, Hannah. Long time no updates. Here's the thing. I'm about to finish the Poppy War. So much is going on and I'm so stressed and I'm loving it, and oh my god, it's so good. I have like 40 pages left. So what can I say about it? First of all, everything always goes wrong and badly, and that's so stressful. If you have seen the movie Good Time, that movie is basically like having an anxiety attack for 1 hour and 30 minutes. This book is not as bad because you do get some moments that you're a bit happier about in between, but then the next bad thing happens, and then the next bad thing. If you didn't guess it, it is about a war. Yeah, it is a war. Bad things happen during wars. I don't know why that's shocking. We ain't at the school anymore, at least. No, that was only for a moment. The pacing in this one is so cool. And with pacing I mean that there's so much going on. Like, yeah, it's a thick book. Like, it's not too long. It's not crazy long. It isn't a 1,000-page book or something like that. It's just about 500 pages, and still so much happens in such detail. It's crazy. How? If I read another 500 book like a YA fantasy, then it's just the same thing over and over again, and this one's not. So yeah, It's so cool. Also, I love how she writes the characters, because the characters that you first hate, you end up loving, and the characters you love, you end up hating, but you still love them. So you both like and dislike characters. I never know what's going to happen in this book. It's crazy. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know how this is going to end. I'm so happy that there's 2 more books out, but also like, wait, if this is only the first book, what the hell will happen in the second and third? So, I'm going to finish it now. Once I finish it, we'll see how I'm feeling. I just finished it. So what do I do now? Okay. Yikes. It was good. It was good. I don't know what to say. It was so good. It was really... it was so good. Oh. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have a life crisis first.
And the big joke is, I spent my entire 20s worried that I'd get pregnant. I could have been screwing everything in sight. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Hi friends. So I thought that it's time that I try and wrap this vlog up, because it's been going on for a while. So to wrap this up, so far in October I have read Crooked Kingdom, Ready Player One and The Poppy War. All 3 of them have been 5 stars. They have been great. I have loved them. I'm currently reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This one has been a bit slower than my other books, maybe because it's been my home book and I haven't been reading home as much, or perhaps because it's slower. The Poppy War was so much more fast-paced in comparison. I'm 160 pages in though, so it's not bad, and this will definitely be my main focus now since I finished The Poppy War. I'm enjoying it. I'm curious to see what will happen now. I think the plot is moving a bit more. We have done some of the backstories and things like that, so hopefully things will move along. I'm about to start reading Why I No Longer Talk to White People About Race. Once again, it was my friend Hannah that chose the book for me. I texted her and said basically, hi, pick a non-fiction for me to read. And she asked what were the options, and I said Factfulness, Life 3.0, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, and Why I No Longer Talk to White People About Race. And she chose the last one for me. So that's the one I will be reading on the bus. Other than that, what can I say? Today I've been quite tired, so what I've been doing is binging Sex and the City. I'm on season 4. Things are great. I have never watched this series before, but I do enjoy it quite a lot actually. That's about that, I would say. Hopefully I'll see you all in a video soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care, okay? Bye!